Here's an update to my LMa SMA conversion project. I've cut off this little bit of the block, which leaves the hole entirely open, and now it's time to put the SMA connector on the board and go from there. The SMA connector I purchased is extra long, as you can see. Well, you may not be able to tell, but it's extra long. And it's actually a little too tall, so what I'm going to do is chop off the outer legs, which are simply going to be the ground anyway, and I'm more focused about the center pin, and I can solder that around and make it work. So now we see how that works out. Had to do some more modifications to the front plate here. Chop down as much as we possibly can in order to get that connector to fit in there. Even after trimming down the 4 outer legs, they're still too long, so we're going to cut them even further. They're actually really easy to cut. Get yourself a pair of nippers, and since they're brass, they just snip right off. In order to make this fit side by side, we actually have to trim out some of the SMA block, and this will push up further inside. Final modification here is cutting down a lot of the side. The center. I'm sorry. Bad camera operator. Anyway, center pin will go right in there, and the ground on the outside will just be soldered straight to this giant piece of wonderful, wonderful gold. So this center conductor has been soldered in, and it's holding it in right now, and we're going to solder the shield to the shield. Now, what I've noticed here is when I did a continuity test is that the center conductor conducts across the shield. God, I couldn't think of that word. So, yeah, interesting. So we've got a lot of solder on the shield. So we've got a good amount of reinforcement, so it's not going anywhere. So the front face is back on, the screws are attached. No, I nicked up the side. And I think I did that when the cutoff wheel rolled over the front. So here it is, the finished product. The LMa with an SMA mod. Technically, I don't need this nut because all this nut is doing is pulling the SMA connector on the board. It would be great if I had a nut on the other side of this faceplate, so that way I can squeeze in between, so the outside and the inside, so it would transfer all the force from the SMA connector to the faceplate. But that would make getting the faceplate off extremely difficult. So I may just completely remove it altogether because the UM400s don't even have the nut. And it fits really well. Definitely a little on the long side, but not really that big of an issue. It's pretty plumb. It's not perfect. And then grab your desired antenna of choice. Put on and go. I haven't done any range tests or anything with this. I literally just finished it up, and the fact that the center conductor is grounding out does not make me very happy, but it does not appear to be something I did, so I'm going to have to check my other transmitters and see if they also ground out. But that's it. If you guys are interested, I can either do it for you or you can do it yourself. To be absolutely honest with you, I don't recommend doing this mod at all. The amount of work that was put into it was pretty detailed. It took me about an hour to do, and I would charge you $50 to $75 to do it. And I don't really know if you're going to get that much performance out of it, other than hooking it up to a better antenna system for long-range transmission. But that's it. Now you know.